Welcome back to Anime and Beyond. Today we're going to react to a double whammy episode of My Hero Academia season 11 or season
11. We're in the future.
Hey, I hope there's a season 11. That would be cool. Actually, I hope we don't have to get to that point. But I mean, that would be cool too. But episode 11 of season 5 and episode 12 of season 5. Last episode, we see Midoriya activate the vestige power, one of them, because it was the right quirk for the moment, and Shinzo was the only one that could stop it. You know, his power was kind of going wild and everywhere.
Yeah.
Never before happened before. He was kind of the first person that's ever tapped into other, you know, of the vestige's power like that.
Something about this quirk being completed with Deku.
Yeah. I don't know if that means he's like the last person to get it, but maybe it kind of sounds like it.
It does. That's what. There's like a finality in this type of situation. Yeah, it's weird.
Interested to see more of that, but the match is still continuing between Class A and Class B. Midoriya and the rest of the people are still, you know, they're going at it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with this.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it. Let's get it. See,
Dude, that part where he was pressing down with his foot, I was like, man, I kind of felt that.
Yeah.
And then when he was saying, I just was getting used to it. I was just mastering this power. Now this. Can't forget about Uraraka.
I'm surprised she didn't get destroyed. Honestly, she was right by it. Look at that. See?
I think she did get hurt though, because Deku was like, Uraraka, you're like your face or something like that.
Tatakai.
That was such a cool scene. Yeah, like her face all beat up.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like an all-out war.
Yeah, they going ham.
Midoriya.
What are you gonna do?
Catch him.
I mean, what if he reacts again? You know, who's to say that won't happen again? Shinzo's gonna have to do that over and over and over.
But you just gotta keep his heart under control. That's what he said.
Maybe. Gonna let it go on, man. Let it go. I just noticed Midoriya's damaged a little bit. Oh. Hour brawl. Okay, I kind of like that. That's kind of fire. Oh, nice.
Wait a minute. What? Oh, nice. Bouncing around.
It's like a shield. Okay. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's smart. Big brain. Okay. Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, actually.
Don't. Well, there's a reason Mineta's in Class A. I guess he's that smart.
Ooh, Bakugo is interested. Invested. Oh. Don't let him touch you.
Don't answer him either. He really touched him?
When? Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Oh. A blink?
What?
How did that happen? Wow, he got there fast.
Oh, yeah. Combo. Everybody's using teamwork today.
Oh, okay.
3 proud dads right there. Ooh, it's true though.
Remember that. Remember that.
Man, he's gotten good.
Oh.
What?
Whoa, that's pretty.
Oh, dang. He can use them just like Eraserhead can use
Dude,
those
he's
things.
doing it so quickly though. That's crazy. It's like, dude.
Well, then again, he's been studying Eraserhead this whole time.
But I would think it would take some time to like, I guess not.
And he can just hold them there too? So it's not just like a whip? It can like become firm?
Yeah, you come a long way. That's what I'm saying. That's some quick learning. Oh. Yeah. It's too strong. I haven't seen him like that in a while. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, it's like Spider-Man. Man, he's got to go back down.
Yeah. It's probably a good thing, but...
Don't answer. Don't answer.
Don't tell me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Follow the plan.
Yeah, please. Follow the plan.
Man, Shinzo,
Nice.
he's gotten really good.
Yeah, he's...
What? Oh, that's right. That is a smart delay. But Uraraka's coming.
Nice.
Knocked her out? Oh, she stuck her to the...
Yeah.
Wow, they cleaned up quick.
Nice.
Oh, he trapped him.
That was dope. Dang.
They did better than Bakugo's team.
Yeah. That was a really good match.
Midnight committed fair commentary. That's funny.
Wow. For real.
Uh-oh.
Exposed.
There it is.
Oh, they all kind of work together.
Teamwork.
Wow. Even Team A and B work together.
Hey, does that mean he's joining? That's right.
Good. That's a team class A response. Yes, go with the plus ultra mentality.
After all that happened with Midoriya's new quirk and everybody freaking out, I honestly thought when Uraraka said, "Are you gonna fight quirkless?" that he was, and I was thinking back to the Bakugo fight, and I was like, okay, obviously Midoriya is better now, but how is he gonna be able to handle everybody?
Yeah.
And I never would have expected them to go 5-0.
Oh yeah, seriously.
So they beat Bakugo.
I thought it was gonna last a lot longer than this episode, especially. Thought this was gonna be like the climax, probably 3 or 4 episodes, but no. It surprised me, dude. It really surprised me that Midoriya learned or was able to concentrate so quickly in that small amount of time. Even All Might was surprised, and he said that quirk is too much to handle for him to handle at 20%. But for him to do it right then and there, to be able to control it, that was crazy. He copied Shinzo.
Yeah,
that was crazy. And like the previous episode, I don't know if he mentioned if the person or maybe the situation that you face is how the quirk reacts. Yeah. So that was very cool. Very cool.
Now, do you think he can use multiple quirks at the same time, or just one at a time?
Well,
because he had the green thing glowing on him, but I don't know if that's just one for all.
Right. Like right now.
Yeah.
Or I think he just probably won. Honestly, I don't think he can do.
Yeah, and he ended up dropping down to 8% to go fight the rest of the way, which it was enough. Okay. It was enough. It was way faster than all these kids can handle, and it is cool seeing the flashbacks and everything and how they're like kind of like Bakugo. If we let Deku get out and get on his own, he's gonna be dangerous.
Right.
And then right after that, you see Deku's going after who was their most dangerous, well, one of their most dangerous people, Shinso, and Uraraka was taking care of the rest of the people.
Right.
Like if Uraraka would have listened and followed Midoriya, they might have lost.
Yeah.
Or at least they would have had to get the two in prison, but they ended up winning.
You know how that moment where you see a character and you're going the wrong direction, don't do it.
Yeah.
She actually listened. She didn't do it. She went and actually listened to his orders, and they actually came with the dub. I appreciate that. Because I don't, honestly, like, I'm not even kidding. I feel like the opposite always happens.
Yeah,
because they try to do it for the story.
And if you turn the table super quick, like one knocks someone out surprisingly, and everybody else on the team reacted quickly too.
Yeah.
Ashido, she was like, all right, I'm switching off of this person going over there, and she's like, okay, now I'm gonna tag this person to the wall.
I also liked, because I didn't know how Mineta or Grapefruit was gonna be effective. It was very useful how he threw his balls.
What?
These nuts. Got him.
And was able to jump.
Jump
on him.
On his balls? What?
Yeah. Well, like he was. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
And then he was able to use it as a shield too.
Yeah, that was useful.
That was crazy. But there was a lot of interesting stuff that happened. And yeah, like you said, it was crazy that they got 5-0.
You know, and that's the thing, like what you're talking about, Mineta. He mentioned how he had a plan before Midoriya showed up. And then Midoriya, Bakugo, Todoroki, and I guess even Momo, people trust them, and Ida, I think, too, because they're smart. And they can figure out different situations. Right. But I think, you know, everybody's here for a different reason. Mineta does not look like the strongest guy in the world.
Oh,
he was able to make it to Class 1A in the trials. So he is smart, and so his plan, when Midoriya stepped down, he started utilizing his own plan, and it worked. Yeah. And it helped save Ashido, because she was about to get hammered by some of those little devices, whatever it was. And I like Monoma, how he had the 3 clocks, and I was wondering why he had 3. But that was deceiving. Good. Yeah, because Uraraka was like, "Oh yeah, you can do 3 abilities." He said more than you think, and then that's when he the delayed hit with twin impact. That was cool. That was
because I was like, how did he do that? Because he wasn't watching him at all, or at least it didn't appear that he was, or he could. But that was interesting. That was cool. I feel like he's someone we should watch in the future too. Hey, Shinzo came through. I like how they talked about how not only Class A was like helping Midoriya, but Class B was too. Shinzo was helping him, even though it was like inadvertently, you know, he was helping Midoriya get out of that. He was protecting his teammates, and it was like this kind of group effort to help Midoriya, and I kind of liked that. It was cool.
Because even though it's heroes versus villains, in a way they're both in their own point of view, they're both heroes. Yeah. So they're both fulfilling the hero role. Yeah. Roles. Yeah. Which is cool.
But the thing was, even for the villain, them considering the other side of the villain, they were saving, because at the end of the day, I don't think their goal is to kill anyone. No, so their goal is to save. You know. So I like that. I like that principle.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good. Good episode. Looking forward to this next one. So we're just gonna go ahead and dive into it. Let's get it. Shoryuken.
That was sick. So good.
Sheesh. They just got experience on their side, man. That's the thing. Shinzo's like getting up there though.
You know what? They could put Shinzo with Midoriya just to help stop his quirk in class.
Yeah.
I love her raise her head.
Okay. Nice.
The content.
What does he mean that he's a blank?
I think because he can't figure out he doesn't actually understand Midoriya's quirk. But maybe because he didn't want to give it up too.
Oh yeah, Dirty.
If he can help control it, then he could teach Eddie, right?
Yeah. The new power and all for one.
Gotta train, baby.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe, like you said, it won't come out until you need it. Wow, she didn't even know. Yeah, that's true.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah. So y'all are trying to trigger it. Wow. You can literally do that?
Here he goes.
Yeah.
You know what? When All For One and All Might fought, then he was saying 30% this, 12% this. Maybe he has to do the same thing. He's been doing that with the main one for All Quirk. What is she doing to him?
Wow.
You're like me. Ah.
Oh, that's right. Wow.
Oh boy, you were asking for him last episode.
All right. I'm glad it's gonna happen.
It makes the most sense for Class A. Please be Class A.
He laughs too much. Yeah, he would have died.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, let's not go back to square one. Dude, what if he was able to go back there and then use that? That would be crazy. Do it. I believe in you. You are... Wait, he's the last one, right?
Maybe.
What the heck?
That must be important.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, let's see what happens. Is it gonna be both of them, Todoroki and Bakugo? Yes.
Nice.
They're not gonna leave now. Work for a living.
I was like, I knew that was Bakugo.
All right. The next generation. Here we go.
Ooh, nice. Bob and weaving. Can't control it? What the heck?
Ooh, wow, those things are dangerous.
Sheesh.
What's she gonna do?
Standing... Flash free. He combined them because I think an explosion happens or something like that when you combine heat and cold.
What is this guy doing?
I thought he was the Crimson Chin.
That's what I was thinking too.
Slide and go. Hey. This is the first complaint.
Same classic Bakugo.
Midoriya is trying to activate his quirk again. Learn how to do that. Whatever he did during the battle between Class A versus Class B. And he can't trigger it. So somehow All Might was using Bakugo to try to, I guess, instill fear, because that's kind of what triggered it, I think, the first time. But he can't do it. That's interesting. Like I said, I think it kind of confirms that it is a certain situation that kind of activates it, or a certain situation with, I guess, maybe a matching quirk. I don't know. Yeah, but something like that.
He said you had to control it with your heart, and that anger can help, and all this stuff. So I'm wondering if Midoriya got angry and that's what triggered. Maybe he has to have the emotion of the hero who utilized it beforehand, kind of, sort of, in a way. But also, going through this episode while he was talking with Monoma and with Todoroki, I'm thinking, man, he should talk with Todoroki to see how Todoroki controls how to use multiple quirks. I mean, it is on multiple sides, right? Yeah. But like, if you're just standing there to activate the fire and then to activate the ice, how does that work? Yeah. So I think that would help.
It would help. It is kind of different, but I still think it would help because he's tapping into his quirk, his one quirk he has, but it can be utilized 2 different ways. So it's unlike, fire. It's like you can use fire, but then you can also use ice. So it's kind of different, but yeah, I think he can kind of get a general idea of how to get a better handle of it from him. That would be a good thing for him to study Todoroki as he learns more with Endeavor and all that. We also see Monoma trying to test something for Eraserhead, learn more about Aries' quirk and how to activate it and how to shut it off. But he keeps talking about these blanks. He got a blank from Midoriya and from Eri, meaning like he can't tap into it. He just can't. He can't.
Yeah, it requires something else of him that he doesn't have.
Yeah. So it won't work. That would have been so OP if it could.
It would have been good.
Yeah. But then again, it makes sense it doesn't, because if he used Midoriya's quirk, he would have straight up died because the repercussions from it.
If he was able to.
Yeah. And then Aries' quirk, like, what if it was too much and it just destroyed him?
I was hoping someone might say, "Hey, touch Midoriya, to see what happens."
Yeah.
Just to see what happens.
Yeah.
Because like if the quirk is slowly getting activated inside him again, if it is how I think, where his body was rewinded to before the quirk was activated, and now he has to mature again. Yeah. Then it would be so cool if he touched him and also went straight through the door. Or something like
that would be cool. I didn't even think about that. That would have been cool. I still, I don't know. I'm hoping that he has his quirk, but
I think he will. I think he'll get it back.
Yeah, I hope so. But then we also see Bakugo and Todoroki get their license finally. They get their moment to shine at the end there. That was cool. The attack that Todoroki did, it looked like he did like a combustion thing.
Yeah.
Finding that, I think it called it like a ice hot. It was like ice hot attack.
That's what they said. I wonder if it's because he was using the coolness that was already around him. Yeah. Because he didn't do anything with his other hand. He just only had the hot hand. Yeah. Hot hand up. But Bakugo was hilarious in that fight. Yeah. If you want to commit suicide, go somewhere else. Oh, man.
Yeah, we want to talk about that.
But it was also another cool reminder, with even Shinso saw it as well. It's like the difference between where the level he was sitting at and the level that these other guys are at. And then even the hero course, you still have different levels within the hero course. There was a reason people feared in the fight Deku and Bakugo.
Right.
Like, we got to stop those guys, because if we don't, like, they can 1v1 all of us.
Exactly.
So pretty much. So it was cool to see both of them go. And I mean, Bakugo again still did the majority of the work there. Like,
that's what I was saying. I was like, Todoroki's doing work, but he's just Bakugo's on another level.
Yeah, it's crazy. From the beginning of the show, I was like, man, Todoroki's gonna be the #1 hero in this whole thing, and now it's like, no, it's Bakugo.
Look at Bakugo.
Yeah. And then when Midoriya can heal it. I'm wondering though, if Midoriya and able to control this new quirk, if he has to, like he was saying, maybe I had to picture unlocking it and taking it out.
Yeah.
But if we think back to, like, what is it, season 2, when he first learned how to put the quirk throughout his whole body and not just in one point, he was picturing a microwave, right? So that he could cook the whole, whatever that food was.
Yeah.
That grandpa was eating, whatever. So I wonder if he's going to have to think on that and expand it, or to create another new image in his head.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that way would be probably the most effective. Yeah, probably.
But you said it last time. He did exactly the same thing that Shinso did when he caught those things. So I'm wondering if that would be a good imagery for him, either see Eraserhead or Shinso in his head and think, how would he use the quirk?
Maybe that's true. Maybe he needs like a picture of best how to think about how to manipulate and manage the quirk, so he can get a better understanding of it. That's a good idea. That's a good point. I'm wondering, because I'm seeing this trend, at least between Midoriya, Bakugo, and I guess I would say Todoroki, because he has 2 quirks, but because people in this arc, I guess you can say, people have manipulate their quirk in different ways and utilize it in different ways. I wonder if they can somehow develop another quirk with it. Like, what if there's a quirk within their quirk? What if that's kind of like a theme? I think it would be at least interesting just to kind of consider because, think of like what Todoroki did. He basically did a Bakugo move when he made that explosion. That's what Bakugo does all the time. He makes explosions, like stuff like that, or what Midoriya was doing. I just think it would be interesting to see like more expansion on how people utilize, or not just utilize, but how they use their quirk. The ones they have. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there could be more than one use for it. If we think of it as a muscle, like just imagine like how many different times your muscle is being used for different movements. So maybe that's the thing. They just haven't discovered a different type of movement that they need. And I'm specifically, I was thinking with the thumb, but that's not a muscle. But like, you don't realize how much you use your thumb until you're going to pick up stuff and you don't have one.
Yeah.
Like that's like, wow. I mean, that works with almost any part of your body. Well, probably any part of your body.
Because what I'm thinking is like these quirks, right? They come from somebody, and there's like there has to be a lineage to it, right? Yeah. Just like one for all, and so there could be like a hidden, trait within each of them that they.
You're talking about the ones in Midoriya?
Well, not just Midoriya. I'm saying like Uraraka.
Well, I don't know if they come from anybody. Well, I mean they're hereditary to an extent, right?
Yeah, right.
But no.
I mean, but like it all comes from something. It comes down from something, right? Everything has kind of like a.
What was that whole thing that they were talking about to where they're saying, the more and more generations of people with quirks, the stronger they're gonna get, and they're gonna get to like this point to where the quirks are too powerful and you can't stop the people. Wasn't that what they were saying?
I don't remember actually, to be honest.
I have to go back and watch one of the episodes. I forgot which one it was, but it was a theory that someone mentioned. Also, Bakugo said it, and I think you said this before too. You did. How the quirk, one for all, is similar to all for one's quirk.
Yeah.
Now, how it's working.
Yeah. That's
the thing I was gonna say is we mentioned the percentages earlier. How all for one, like this percentage of this, that's the perfect match. Blah 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 blah. And he's like, next time I'll add a little bit more of this. Do you think that Midoriya will be able to use 100% of all quirks, but then again use percentages of each of them together? Like 20% of this, 10%.
That would be cool. Yeah, I think so.
That would be dope.
I think that. I mean, obviously, that's gonna take some time. Again, during the Class A, Class B fight, he said that he had to go back down because when he used that, it was too much for him, like all at once. And I mean, you saw what he did to his arm. Like, obviously, that's gonna take some for him getting used to. This is just one quirk, one new manipulation he's done with it. So I don't know. Like I was saying earlier, what if it's like that guy that he saw, that one of the vestiges? What if he's one of the low tier? And then he could, get up to, because we see that white hair guy, who was like the I guess the most recent. No, he was the OG. Yeah, he was the OG. So what if he's like the guy that you need to work yourself up to? And these other people are kind of just like.
Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder how they're gonna all activate. Is it gonna go in order? Is it gonna go based off what you need first? I mean, it doesn't really make sense based off of what you need first. Yeah. Because unless it's like, okay, you're at a point to where you can activate a quirk and then it's whatever you need at that point. Yeah. But I think it makes more sense to go in a certain order, like maybe the most useful quirk. Yeah. Or maybe the ones that have been cultivated the best. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
Yeah. That would be definitely interesting to see. Yeah.
And we didn't see that new ability that he mentioned, right?
Yeah, we didn't.
Because he couldn't use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking. What the heck?
But I want to see that.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, they holding out as a man.
Yeah, man.
Oh well. Yeah, I'm pumped to see these next couple episodes that are gonna come out later. This is getting really good to me because I know the number one hero right now, who is Endeavor. He's gonna come out with something. I mean, obviously this arc I feel like is kind of winding down now, but it's got to be some type of crisis event that's gonna happen, because kind of going with the trend of how not Midoriya, but My Hero has been going. There's always been like an event at the end. We know that Dabi's planning something, and we think that he might be Todoroki's brother.
Oh, I hope so.
Possibly.
I hope so.
So that would be interesting. You remember when he was crying before?
Who? Which one? Todoroki?
Dabi. He was leaking blood. There was that one scene where he was leaking blood out of his eye.
What scene was that? I can't think of it. But I believe you.
Yeah. I forgot what he was talking about, but he was saying something like I missed this or something, and he was wiping blood. And I was like, man. I mean, obviously I don't know what happened, but it just made me think, what if this has something to do with his past between Endeavor and him or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how that's going to go down. Lots of unknowns. Yeah. Thank y'all for watching and supporting our channel. Don't forget to check out our social media accounts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and let us know what you think about this episode reaction and review.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Rumble. And if you like us, you can follow our friends on YouTube as well. You got Jfrizl, Klamii, and Bloxtun for gaming, Rich Aladdin for short films, Orc Tech So 8 for sermons, and Thought You Should Know podcast that discusses all things mental health.
With that said, I'm Devin.
I'm Noah.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Peace. I'm Noah.
Okay.